BYU women's basketball team beating Gonzaga to win the West Coast Conference Tournament Championship game. And they did it 78-66 to get the automatic bid to the big dance next week. Head coach Jeff Judkins and the tournament MVP, 6th-year senior Haley Steed with us up in our skybox. Maybe next year we'll say 7th-year senior, but we'll get to that in just a minute. Coach, congratulations on where does this sit among your big victories?
It's right up there.
Yeah.
We've gone a long time without having this opportunity to win the tournament. In fact, the last time we won it was 2002, my first year at coaching the women. So it's been a long time for me, and I think it's been long for Haley too. She's been along the ride with me, but I'm just so happy. It's so many players have really worked so hard to have this opportunity.
Well, you've had 3 knee surgeries and all of that stuff. That's well documented. But in this first half, you're down by 8 points, and it looks like the game could get away. What happened that you helped get things turned around to where you took the lead and then take the title?
I think in that stretch, the biggest thing was girls came in and hit big shots. Steph Vermont had a 3 on the wing. Kim had 1 in the corner. And Danny just had a solid game. I feel like she hit a big shot every time we needed one tonight. But I mean, we knew that it was going to be a game of runs. We talked about it before the game, and that was their run in the first half, and we knew that we couldn't dig ourselves a hole like we did when we were in Spokane.
We're watching some of your work, 17 points and 8 assists, and you were double-teamed an awful lot, able to maneuver the ball down the floor, and I thought what I was impressed by was your ability to be patient and feed Hampson down low where Gonzaga had no answer.
Jen played so good today. I'm so proud of her. I feel like we count a lot on Jen, and she kind of has a lot of pressure on her when she comes in because we use her a lot, and we tell her to follow the ball and post up, and she wanted it today, and yeah, there was a couple times where I felt like I held it on the wing for a minute and kind of had to wait for her to get position, but she was fighting for it, and I'm really proud of her. She had a great game.
There were times you were jumping around like you were 18 years old down there on the floor. It looked like you were having the time of your life once you got ahead by a few points.
Yeah, when I get ahead, yeah. I've tried to learn, Dave, that you need to enjoy every moment. I think sometimes we get spoiled where we are used to winning or things go our way, and I've had some ups and downs. We've had great teams, and we haven't been able to just get over the hump. And I think most coaches, if I said this, the last 2 weeks of the season is the most stressful time of a coach because it either makes you or breaks you.
Right.
And today, last night I told the team we had our kind of walked through looked at our stuff and what we're going to play, how we're going to play them, and I could just tell my team was focused. I could tell they were ready. And I was way less nervous today than I was Saturday. I think because of that.
Well, I thought you played like an NCAA tournament team today. So now let's talk about going to the show and representing BYU in the big dance.
We've been waiting a long time for it. Last year we felt like we had the kind of a season to make it to the tournament, and then when we got to the conference tournament, we didn't perform. And we were really disappointed in ourselves because, like I said, we felt like we had that caliber of a season to make it to the NCAA. So this year, from the very get-go, the number one thing on our list was go to the NCAA tournament. And we kind of dug ourselves a hole in conference, losing to Pepperdine and to San Francisco. Those 2 games kind of killed us. And so we knew coming into this tournament that the only way that we could feel comfortable going into the selection show was just to win it and not have any questions.
Takes the edge off a little bit. If there was one game that might prepare you for the NCAA tournament, I would think we're going to go way back to when the season began, where you had Duke at the Marriott Center and saw that you could go toe-to-toe and had 5 different ways to win that game. And so now whatever seed you're at, Coach, you know that you can compete with the top 5 teams.
That's part of the reason we scheduled some hard games. We felt like we needed to have that experience, Dave, and be able to play good teams and not be afraid. And I mean, Gonzaga's been ranked the whole year, so beating them twice this year was great for us. But Duke, Kansas State, Arizona, Syracuse, those are some games we played early that I thought really helped us. It got us through when things were tough, we could do it. These guys, if they come out and play, Jen decides to show up, watch out, because they really know how to pass the ball around, and Haley's a big part of it. Haley runs the whole show for us.
Well, you hit the jackpot in Las Vegas and didn't have to play one slot machine. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank
Haley,
you so
nice
much.
job.
Thank you.
Tournament MVP. Now on to the NCAA tournament.